Why is YouTube ignoring your videos? That is a question you are asking yourself right now. But let me tell you, YouTube is not ignoring your videos. YouTube is doing everything possible to make sure that you get views, to show your videos to the right people and they click. But there is something very little which you are missing out in your content. That is what in the next few minutes I'm going to be showing you exactly what you are doing which is not correct and how you can adjust it so that YouTube is going to start giving you impressions, making it to have views, your videos go viral and you get monetized. If you are monetized already, you are going to increase your earnings. YouTube is actually testing your videos to many people on the platform to see that it gets clicks and you get many views. But unfortunately, they are choosing to ignore your videos instead of clicking to watch. And this is exactly where the first problem comes from. Firstly, you have to understand that when you post a new video on the platform, YouTube shows it to a small number of audiences, that is called test audience, to see their reactions, to know if they are going to click or they are going to ignore. But it's rather unfortunate. Many similar creators are facing these challenges because their videos are not being clicked at this early stage. And that is what they are not getting views. And when that video is not being clicked at this very moment, YouTube considers that the video is not good enough to be shown to a wider number of audience. Because at first, it showed it to a small number of audience to see their reaction. From their reactions, it's going to guide them on what to do, to show it or not to show it. I want to tell you that YouTube is a business platform which is strictly dealing with video views. Its main goal is to make sure that people keep on watching videos on the platform without leaving. So if your videos are not helping them in attaining that objective of keeping people on their platform, they are going to ignore your videos. They are going to ignore you. They are going to push your videos away because there are many other videos which people want to click. So many videos which are performing better on the platform. So if you do that, they are going to ignore you and focus more on those type of videos. And that is how they are going to get views. You are not going to get views as well. So this test phase is very important. If your videos fail it's not going to do well. The question now is, how do you make sure that your videos pass this test phase? All these things lies on two main things which are very, very important. That is called the first impressions. That is titles and thumbnails. Your title and thumbnail plays a great role to make sure that people click on your videos, because that is exactly what people are going to see whenever they are scrolling on YouTube. If they are scrolling on YouTube, they are going to find your title and your thumbnail. If nobody sees your title and your thumbnail on YouTube, there is no way they are going to click on it. So you have to make sure that your title and your thumbnail are good enough for people to see and click immediately as they are scrolling on YouTube feed. Whenever you are creating a video title or a thumbnail, always ask yourself this question: if that title or thumbnail is being shown among 10 other titles and thumbnails on the platform, are you going to click on that one? If you are just a random person or a stranger while scrolling on YouTube, are you going to click on that title if you see it? Ask yourself this question. Is very important. If your answer is no, there is a problem. You have to adjust it. And how do you adjust it? There are formulas which are there to guide you on how to create a good thumbnail. Even AI, artificial intelligence, you can always use those platforms to make sure that you have a good thumbnail which is clickable for people to see. In my last video, I explained exactly how creators are making a good use of AI, artificial intelligence, to create their videos. Just go to any AI platform of your choice and ask it to generate a thumbnail, a good thumbnail, a clickable thumbnail for your videos. Write down your video idea and ask it to generate you a clickable and a curiosity-driven title. Is going to do that for you, and that is going to help you a lot because people are going to see it and click without ignoring. If you have not been using AI to do all these things, make sure you start using them as from today. Your title should clearly state what your video is going to be talking about in a way which is most clickable. It should not just explain what your video is going to be talking about, but it should create curiosity in the person who is seeing that title. Always make sure that your thumbnail is made of good colors that attracts people's eye. And secondly, you don't have to overwhelm that thumbnail with many words. Use a maximum of 2 to 3 words. Make sure that at a glance, somebody should be able to see exactly everything you have written on that thumbnail. One of the factors which causes people not to click on thumbnail is because that thumbnail is overwhelmed with many words. They are stressing a lot before seeing what is written on the thumbnail. That is not good. Make sure that at a glance, somebody should see exactly everything you have written on it. It should tease what your video is going to be talking about. Don't repeat your video title in your thumbnail. That is a problem. Many people just go ahead and copy exactly everything in their title and place on the thumbnail, which is not correct. Make sure that you use a maximum of 2 to 3 words. That is going to help you a lot to get you clicks for your videos, and that is how YouTube is going to reward you. The second problem which many people face on this platform, and I'm sure you're also facing that same problem, is about retention. Your videos are getting clicks. Sometimes they're getting clicks, but people are not staying while watching that video. That is retention. This retention factor is also one of the criteria in which YouTube tests to see if your video is good to be shown to other people. If people are clicking your videos and are not watching for a longer period of time, that is how YouTube is going to bury it somewhere and focus more on other videos on the platform which are getting viewers to watch for a longer period of time. So the first 30 seconds of your video matters a lot. It determines how that video is going to perform. Now the problem is, how do you get the attention of your viewers to keep on watching your videos for a longer period of time after they've clicked? That is the problem. There are many things which are contributing to viewers not watching your videos for a longer time. Either you are starting with greetings, you are greeting your viewers, you are not starting your videos immediately with what you promised in the title. Don't repeat the title of the video again. People were clicking on that video because they already knew the title. You explain what the video is going to be talking about in the title. So don't begin with the title. When you are doing that, they are going to leave at the first few seconds, and that is going to hurt your retention. YouTube is going to consider that video is not worth recommending to other people. This explains exactly why sometimes when you upload videos, that video start getting views rapidly, but at a certain number it stays without increasing because YouTube was testing it, but people were not engaging more. They were not watching for a longer period of time. Moreover, they were not clicking as well. Or few were clicking, but they were not watching for a longer period of time. To work on this platform, to be successful on YouTube platform, you have to understand the system. If you are just creating videos without understanding this, you will keep on being stalked and many things are going to go wrong with your channel. The next problem which contributes to many people not getting views on the platform, and I'm sure you are also facing that problem, is about audience mismatch. The YouTube algorithm is confused of who to show your videos to because you create random videos. You are not stable on one niche. Choose a particular niche where all your videos are going to be focused on. If you are just doing random contents, that is how you are going to confuse the algorithm. They are not going to know exactly who that video is meant for. This is what I mean by random content. You are creating videos. Today you are creating on tech. Tomorrow you are on YouTube growth. Next time you are creating on sporting. Next time you are creating on betting, on games. When you constantly do this, you are going to confuse the algorithm. That is how it's going to hurt your channel. Create your videos consistently. You have to understand that YouTube learns everything about your content before determining who to show that video to, because it's already having a good mastery of their audiences, what their audiences want to watch. So by making them to understand your videos, they are going to show it to the right people, because you have to understand that sometimes when they show it to the wrong people, they are going to ignore that video. They're not going to click it. For example, if my videos are on YouTube growth and they are being placed in front of people who like sporting and so many other niches, entertainment, they are going to scroll past without clicking that video, and that is going to hurt my retention. And as well, this is very funny because YouTube is going to consider that my video is not good enough. So always create videos consistently on one niche, on a particular niche, so that it's going to help the algorithm to understand your content and show it to the right people, not confusing the algorithm to show it to the wrong people and consider that your video is not good enough because it has been shown to the wrong people and they are not engaging with it how it was supposed to be engaged with. Take a special note of this. Clicks alone is not enough for you on this platform. You have to make sure that you earn watch time. People have to watch your video for a longer period of time. If people watch your video for a longer period of time, that is going to send a strong signal to the algorithm about your content. That is good enough for people to keep on watching. That is how they are going to show it to a wider audience and your growth is going to increase. This is the formula for any successful video on this platform. Hook, promise, and value. Make sure that their attention is being grabbed immediately. You retain their attention immediately as they click on your video. That is called hook. Promise the viewers what they are going to achieve after watching that video and go straight into it. Don't waste any other time. Make sure that you trim any part which is not important in that video. Keep only important moments for them to watch. Avoid wasting their time to repeat what your video title was talking about. They are going to click and leave. And lastly, for you to be able to have people watching your videos for a longer period of time, make sure that your screen is not always static. It should always be changing. Add things like text, zoom in and zoom out. Add other interesting features. Even if you have B-rolls, you can add them in your screen. When your screen is static and it's not changing, many people are going to get bored and they are going to leave your video. Even if your video has a lot of value, they are going to get bored and click away. YouTube is never ignoring any video on this platform. It pushes video based on viewer satisfaction, how they are engaging with the video, how they are reacting. Start focusing more on these three things: clicks, retention, and viewer satisfaction. You are going to see a massive change in the performance of your next video. Just try these features. If you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel so that you are not going to miss any of my video which is going to be uploaded. And don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section.